let's look at the Pulse chain prices right now. So they suck as usual, pretty much. We are at 4 zeros and a 445 for Pulse. Pulse X, of course, still ridiculously strong against Pulse. It is 4 zeros, 355. We have incentive. I didn't even really say this to you today because it's becoming a common occurrence, but we had the incentive inflation supply cut again last night. It was cut for like a third time last week, and then last night, even another small percentage. So we are continuing to see the incentive token inflation decrease and the price go up in the interim. It's at $2.38 now. And we forget, I mean, that's a 2x off of where it was not even 2 weeks ago. Hex is at 1.3 cents and eHex at 00348, basically. So what do you make of where we're at? I know on the Pulse chart, I mean, we definitely must have a lot of support at that 4.2 number-ish or so, 4.1, 4.2, 4, whatever, because, you know, when we've seen volatility over the last week or two, we've seen it just get bought right back up at that region. There was a somewhat large hex sell today, and I saw Pulse just bounce right off of there. It's happened a few times now. Hopefully that means we're not going to go through it to the low side, obviously, but yeah, we continue to find support at that region. So I definitely find that encouraging. And obviously Pulse has been doing well against Ethereum, partially because Ethereum's also been horrible over the last month. But yeah, looking at the Pulse chart anyway, I mean, what do you see? Because that does look like a big level of support here.
Yeah, the support goes the whole way back to, you know, June of 24, where this was one of the first times it got defended and then it sold through it, but made its way back up, became support again in September, then again in October, November, January, a couple times, and again here, you know, just in the last couple of days. So yeah, it's about 4.3 something, you know, right around there, 4.3, 4.4 area. Seems like there is a lot of buy pressure, a lot of support. Somebody's defending that price very nicely. So yeah, I mean it's holding. So let's you know, it's done a couple times. You know, you got a couple 1, 2, 3 candles that pretty much came right down on it. So and it's coming back up now. We'll see how this daily candle closes out, but so far so good. It looks like it's holding strong.
Yeah. We pretty much just been hanging out around there for a while now. And obviously, you know, I think in like times like this where maybe if you are stressed about the price, and I've been a lot like you, Ewok, where I'm kind of just not looking at it. I mean, and I don't even just mean Pulse. I mean, Ethereum too. I mean, as long as you realize that with Ethereum where it's at right now, most of these altcoins and the entirety of crypto are not going to go anywhere. So
right,
you might as well just look at Ethereum. And as far as the Pulse price, if you're skittish and looking at it in USD, look at it against Ethereum because it's basically bottomed there and only gone up a little bit recently. So, you know, any solace you can find. But we need Ethereum to go up. I mean, altcoins are just not going to go up otherwise. So, yeah.
We do. And I was looking to see if Pulse X had any kind of support like that, and it really doesn't. So, I mean, I don't know if it's the other tokens that may be dragging it up with it just because liquidity is tied so heavily. You know, this is the USD price. So, yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot. There's support at 2.6, 2.6 or so. Back here, but we haven't even gotten that low. So Pulse X looking really good.
Yeah, and it has for quite some time. I mean, it's obviously run hard against Pulse and then done well in the USD chart as well. So it's been the biggest winner, if anything, in this ecosystem really overall so far. So yeah, looking good. We just got to keep holding that level and keep hanging out. I mean, you know, I'm open to the idea that, you know, some of this could push into 2026 and just looking at Ethereum, like all these people that have been out of shape about the Pulse price. And I get it. It's been a tough 4 years or whatever, but like, look at everything else. It's like, look at some of the big altcoins from last cycle. Like you have Phantom, like rebranding as Sonic, and they're out there. I saw talking shit about PulseChain today on Dex Screener when, you know, a lot of their activity on their chain is not organic at all. But I mean, you have all these tokens that are just absolutely wrecked still because Ethereum is $2,700. It's not just PulseChain, but anyway.
Right. Yep. Incentive. I didn't hear that the inflation got cut again. I've been
Yeah.
out of the loop a little bit. You said last night they took another chunk.
Yeah, I don't think it was as much, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's just to the point now that it's been happening like weekly that people are not, flipping out about it or posting about it a whole bunch, But
Right.
yeah.
Well, it did hit some major support here. You got a couple candles just bouncing off this one level, about $2.35 ish. But what I did notice, and I believe this is new, it says incentive burned. I don't remember seeing that before. Maybe I just missed it. But
Yeah.
what is burning the incentive?
I don't think I've noticed that before either.
Yeah, I think that's new. So $285,000 worth of it at 0.2%. So it looks pretty new.
Yeah. It's probably just from these recent moves. Yeah.
But I wonder what's burning it, or if it's
Yeah.
being sent to a contract or something. I'm not familiar with what's burning incentive.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you?
not sure either, but I haven't seen that before either. But that's interesting. We'll have to look into that more.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. But I mean, yeah, things are, there's been efforts made to make things more deflationary on chain or less inflationary, I guess I should say. And yeah, that's good, but we still need, retail and everybody to come into crypto. So we're waiting on that. We're going to get to some of the reasons that some of those people might be skittish right now and think that the industry is a scam because of what's going on basically entirely on Solana right now.